nice and clean. I use a stuff called draw. I spray the leg really good with it. It's good for tightening tendons. Any kind of aches and pains, soreness, it'll help pull it out. I also like to put a little bit, we always use green jelly. I like a little bit on my horses too. I put it over the jaw. It's good for any kind of pain, soreness, stuff like that. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I just use the draw. But it helps to eliminate any kind of soreness the horse has in the leg. I'll start with an elbow wrap, quilted wrap. You make sure there's no wrinkles in the wrap. You want everything smooth. You wrap everything. You want the tension good on it. You don't want it too tight, but you don't want it too loose either. But you want it all even. Take my standing wrap. I usually like to tuck mine inside the fold of my nobo. And I'll start, this filly's a little bit shorter. She's only 14-1. So I usually start her wrap a little bit higher than what I do mostly on horses. I usually start towards the middle. But I keep it nice and snug and no wrinkles. And I use and put my angles on the outside. And I always pull straight across the inside of the leg. You only pull tension across the front. You never pull it across the back where the tendons are. You'll pull them out of place, and then you have problems. When I get towards the ankle, I usually always take mine. I put a racing V even on my standing wrap. I come underneath the ankle to support the fetlock, and I always double wrap mine. Gives extra support. You can see the V in the wrap. You come back up the leg. You want to stop just below the knee of that leg. If your wraps are too long, if your wraps are too long, you may need to cut them. You don't want to have to go all the way back down to that ankle again. I never want to cross over and get more than halfway down a horse's leg once I finish the wrap. But you always want it smooth. You don't want a bunch of bulges here and skinny here and skinny here. You always want it smoothed out. Just to make sure this horse doesn't get her legs lay down and catch that Velcro with the other one, get it undone. Worst thing you want is to get to the stall the next morning and find your horse tangled up in her leg wraps. So I always use a piece of electrical tape. And I usually, just to be safe, I wrap around twice. Just to secure my wrap is in place to the next morning. You don't want to wrap too tight, but you don't want it loose where it slides either, or else it defeats the purpose of giving them support. And that is your standing wrap.